Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another MUFC agenda video. We have hit the record button basically as soon as this game has finished. It's Manchester United 0, Bournemouth 3. And the word, well, there's many words, but the word is embarrassing, really. Let's be honest. I mean, I've still got the game in my ears. I've literally not even taken a break. I'm recording this as soon as the game's finished. Yeah, embarrassing is the word. And like I said, there's plenty more words to talk about. Got the players here just, I don't even know, they're just clapping the fans, but they should hang their head in shame. Some of them are embarrassing. I'm not going to say it's not the manager's fault, because obviously he put the lineup out and we've lost 3-0, so he's going to take some blame, but Ineos have got to give the players to back this manager. He's got to give him the players. They've got to get him a left wing back in January. They've got to. Because we are so poor down that left-hand side. And what I will say is an in-game thing, probably bringing off Agate is probably not the move. I think bringing off Mainu or Bruno would have been better, and keeping Agate on the pitch. I understand that he was on a yellow card, but I think you've got to understand that he's probably a professional to not get sent off. Sorry about that, I got rudely interrupted. But yeah, Agate, he shouldn't have been brought off. Shouldn't have been brought off at all. I'm just seeing the goal here, their first goal. I mean, who is our set-piece coach? Because he needs sacking. Because it's embarrassing. Pretty sure we bought one in the summer. I think he might have been changed roles, but they've changed the roles to one of Amorim's assistants, and he's not done any better. It's shocking. The players just can't mark a man. And then what Mazraoui did in the second half, when we're 1-0 down, doing a challenge like that, I've just seen the penalty again. Just a stupid challenge. I mean, the shit. It's like a disease. I was saying it on the live stream. It's like a disease. It infects good players. Mazraoui, a good player. Ahmad, good player. And they look like they were off it today. Even though Ahmad looked like, when he's attacking, he looks like something can happen. But his shooting was poor. Passes weren't the best. And yeah, it's starting to rub off on him. This is how bad this team is. It's infected by crap players. And our good players are starting to play poor. Just seeing the table here. You can see the table. We're in 13th. We're in the bottom half of the table, and we have been for weeks. We're 10 points off the relegation zone. 10 points. Embarrassing. How many points are we off fourth? 9. We're nearly closer to the relegation than we are top 4. Oh, my word. It's an absolute shambles. 8 points I think we are off top 4, but it's an absolute shambles to be nearly closer to the relegation than top 4. It's just poor. I'm taking the headphones off because I don't need to listen to the game. It's just frustrating because we created chances. We can't say we didn't create chances. I can try and pull the stats up now. I'm pretty sure, here we go. 23 shots to Bournemouth 10, 7 on target to Bournemouth 5. We had 60% possession to Bournemouth 40, nearly 500 passes to their 335, more pass accuracy. But we've lost 3-0. Bruno had 2 big chances in the first half. He should have scored both of them. Obviously, if he scored one, maybe the second one, it doesn't happen because it's a different game. But he's got to score, and it has to be 1-1 at half-time, and it's not because he can't finish his dinner. Then in the second half, when we're 2-0 down, I think. Actually, we might have been 3-0 down at this point. Garnacho gets slotted through, and he misses it. And it's an easy one-on-one, and he just hits it at the keeper. Another chance that should have been scored. That's 2 chances there. Ahmad had a few. He had one early in the game where it was pulled back, and he probably should have done better. It was a weak shot to start with, and the keeper got an easy save, but he probably should have scored that. And there was another one in the second half where he ends up putting it wide. We had plenty of chances to score, and also had plenty of opportunities to defend and not make it 3-0. But there was individual mistakes. I mean, I can see their goals again. The marking from Xerxes on the first corner is pathetic. He's not even near him. He does jump and try and head it, but not even close to his man. Get physical. Give him a nudge in the air. It makes it so much more difficult. It's like players don't know that. When you're jumping in the air and you're off, someone gives you a nudge, it's very hard to keep control of yourself. To lose 3-0 again at home to Bournemouth. Actually, was it 3-0? I think it was 3-0 last year. It's pathetic. I mean, don't get me wrong. Bournemouth played well. They played very well. But we're our own worst enemy. We can't score goals and we make silly errors. And it's just annoying again seeing, I think this is Dallo, played a nice little ball into Ahmad and sets it off to Bruno. That was another chance that he should have scored. Actually, I think that was one of the two chances that I was talking about. Actually, no, I don't think it was. Actually, I can't even remember, to be honest. The game was just it was just so frustrating. We had plenty of chances to score goals and keep ourselves in the game, but we didn't, and we gave up silly goals as well. Here's the Bruno chance that should have been a guaranteed goal any other day. Does bobble up from Mainu's pass, but still got to score. Got to do better than that. It's a decent save from Kepa, but just painful. Ahmad here with a corner, whipping it in, and it nearly went in own goal from the guy who scored the first goal, Hulson. But some individual performances, the subs didn't change a thing. Not a thing. In recent weeks, I don't think they were the wrong subs, because when you look at the bench, there just wasn't much quality there. But when he did bring them on, they didn't make a single bit of change. And it was just so annoying as a United fan to just watch the game and just, like, you are helpless, of course, but the players just infuriated, because there was plenty of opportunities to keep ourselves in the game and potentially win it, but somehow we've ended up 3-0 down because of a silly marking on a corner, silly mistake by Mazraoui to slide in and take a foul, which I'm just seeing now. He gets past him. You should just leave him, let him cross it, and let your defenders keep with the runners. Such a silly challenge from someone who's been so good this season, so consistent. It wasn't his best game at all, and then to do that just tops it off. It's just so annoying. It's amateur, and like I said, the shit disease, is rubbing off on the good players. Just so annoying, man. And it was a decent penalty from Kluivert, but yeah, I mean it's 2-0. He's going to be a difficult one, but then 3-0, we gave the ball away in the midfield. I think Mainu and Bruno did poor. Mainu got caught did a poor pass. Bruno, I think, did a poor pass as well. And yeah, it's just not what you need when you're trying to get back into a game, let alone win a game. Pathetic watching these goals back now. They just carved us open. It was poor marking by Bruno, but who's there? He's got all the space in the world there, Semenyo, on the penalty spot just to tap in the cutback. Oh my God. I mean, I suppose we'll get into the player ratings because there's not much to talk about. Yeah, Amorim may have got a few things wrong. Yeah, it was Mainu who gave the ball away, and then it's poor line from Bruno. He tracks him all the way and then just stops, like has a brief moment where he stops and it gives him enough space to get him behind. It's poor. Obviously, like I say, Amorim, there's a few things to talk about Amorim, but he's not the main problem. The main problem is the players. They're just not good enough. Bruno, I don't know if he's going to be long term, and he might be 30 now actually, so he's not the future, is he? Mainu he's not had the best starts of this season, but he actually played all right. I know he gave the ball away. He played all right. Maybe he might be better as a 10 than in the 8, but I do think we need to buy 2 number 10s because I actually prefer Ahmad as a wing back. Not that I prefer him. I think he's fantastic in the 10 as well, but I think he was just so good at that right wing back, and it gives you an attacking option from a deeper role. We're just relying too much on the triangle of the 3 up top that the fullbacks aren't really. They are fullbacks. They're not natural wing backs, Dalot and Malacia. Even though Dalot is probably a better attacker than he is defender, he's still not good enough to be a wing back. And Malacia had a poor first half. I mean, I said it in the first 15 minutes. He was doing silly, giving the ball away in stupid areas, and just looked a little bit sloppy. So yeah, it's an annoying one, but we might as well do player ratings. Onana, I mean, he's conceded 3 goals, so I'm gonna have to mark him down. It's a 5 from me. From Onana, didn't really do much wrong. Can't do anything on the corner. Maybe could have done a little bit better on the 3rd goal. It wasn't the best of strikes from Semenyo, but it's not really his fault. Mazraoui gave the penalty away. It's a 5 from me. I think that's the first time this season we've given him below a 6 because he's normally Mr. Consistent, but it wasn't his best game and he gave away a penalty, so he's getting marked down for that. Maguire didn't really do anything wrong, but he's part of a back 3 that can see 3 goals at home to Bournemouth. You're all getting marked down. Maguire's a 5, Martinez is a 5. I don't care if he didn't put a foot wrong. You're playing in defence, and we've conceded 3 goals at home to Bournemouth. You're getting marked down. Dalot was poor again. It's a 5 from me. Malacia was a 4. That's why he got hooked off at half time. Mainu was okay, but he gave the ball away, and that was the reason we conceded the 3rd goal. So probably a 5.5 because he had some good link-ups with Ahmad and Bruno. There was some good going forward, but he gave the ball away and we conceded that 3rd goal, so he's getting marked down. Not as bad as the defence, but a 5.5. Agate was solid in the first half. It's probably a 6.5. That's probably the highest anyone's going to get today. I thought he was good. Probably shouldn't have been brought off, and that is probably the only mistake that Amorim has made really today, and it was probably a crucial one because I think it cost us in that second half, especially early on. Bruno, 5, didn't really do much, and just infuriating. You need your captain to step up in moments, and he's not stepped up. Ahmad, probably a 5.5. Not his best game, similar to Mainu, but had a little bit of quality going forward. Just his final third shot, whether it was a shot or a pass, similar to most of our players today, just wasn't at it. But even at the end, you still see him. He's still fighting, putting in good crosses on corners. But yeah, just not up. It just wasn't one of our days there going forward. Xerxes, I thought he did well when he came off the bench against, was it Spurs or City? I can't even remember now. But I thought he looked good when he came off his cameo in his last game. But when he started, he just doesn't really add much. So probably a 5, similar to Bruno. There's a lot of below average performances. And then anyone who came off the bench, I'm going to give a 5 as well, because no one changed the game. Obviously, you had Yoro, you had Garnacho, Hoyland. Anyone else come on? Can't remember. Someone else might have came on, but none of them are getting any below 5. The man of the match is probably Ugarte with a 6.5, but we lost 3-0. So does man of the match mean anything? No, it doesn't. But the best player for us was Ugarte with a 6.5. The rest, it was poor, and we've lost 3-0. From a chance for probably getting into the top half of the table and being 2 points behind City, we're now still, well, we're 5 points behind City. Not that City's the barometer, but we're in the bottom half of the table still. That's what matters, and it's just not good enough, is it? I hope you enjoyed this video. I didn't enjoy the game. It was poor, but we've still got to do our match reactions because we're not stopping just because we had a poor game. Hopefully we can do better. Who have we got next? Don't know actually. Let me check. Who have we got next? We have got Wolves on Thursday, 5:30 away, and they were winning last time I checked. I don't know how it finished in their game, but yeah, hopefully we can get a win there, get back on the winning run, because I think we've lost 3 in our last 4 in the league now, and that just doesn't look good for Amorim. Even though a lot of it, you can look at the performances and it's a lot of individual errors and not scoring enough goals, which is similar to today. But at the end of the day, he's the manager and it will go back on him. So hopefully we can get into winning ways and get on a run over this Christmas period. But yeah, not good enough. And I suppose I'll see you on the next one. Thanks all for watching. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed. And yeah,